Welcome to the Intuitive Teacup, my friends. These tarot readings are meant to motivate, empower, and inspire you. Please keep an open heart and an open mind as you watch these general readings, as some material will resonate and some might not. Do have faith it is serving someone out there, and take away only what resonates for you. Please release the rest. Feel free to book a personal reading with me if you would like something catered specifically to your inquiries and energy. That information is down below for you. You are responsible for all actions and decisions and the vibe that you bring to this channel. This is optional advice or guidance, and of course, you will always have free will. Check the box below for my social media links, the decks I use, and more information on this channel. Let's hop into your tarot reading. What's up, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Welcome to your Lil Sips Mini Love Tarot reading. Let's go ahead and check in with those water signs. Timestamps will be right down below, so you can hop right to yours. We're going to start off with Cancer. I hope this video finds you guys well. Quick shuffle here. All right, let's tap into that Cancerian energy. What does Cancer need to know in love in the coming few weeks, few months? Timeline is up to you guys. I'm just going to read the cards. Let's tap into Cancer's energy. Let's get 3 on them and 3 on their person. So Cancer, 8 of Pentacles. So you're probably really immersing yourself in either work or projects. I'm kind of seeing home projects. In fact, it might be with your spouse, especially if you are married. King of Pentacles. There's something here getting good sleep at night, so that may be a particular focus of yours. Some of you may be like utilizing sleep apps or setting some sort of routine schedule for your sleep. I know you guys are like, what does this have to do with my love life? Well, let me tell you. All right, so we have 3 for each of you. Let's see, bottom of your deck is Death. Okay, so possibly Scorpio or ending some sort of old cycle, transitioning into a new cycle in your life. Yeah, actually, I have to be honest, Cancer, coming up in your energy, there's nothing bad. In fact, you have very solid cards, but that's what they are. They are solid. They are structural. They are kind of foundational energy. Coming up in terms of maybe people, aside from possibly a Scorpio that you were either very likely a Scorpio returning from your past, though you don't have to do that, but I do see that message coming up. It may also indicate that if you don't have a current Scorpio in your life, there may be one coming in. But in terms of who's showing up, like the people cards in your actual 3-card spread here, I do have the King of Pentacles, technically kind of in what I would consider the heart space. So you may be holding love for an earth sign. It could be male or female, very likely a male, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For a lot of you, though, that kind of feels like someone you might already just kind of be building a life with. So if you are at all married to an earth sign or dating one that seems to be going well, and the way you'll know it's going well is that it gives you peace of mind. There's a sense of you know where each other stand and you see yourself building with that person, in which case I would say the Death card could indicate actually going from dating to something much bigger. It could be engaging further with this person in a more, I'm sort of hearing the word traditional sense, so could that be marriage? Absolutely. Could that just be some sort of milestone in a relationship that's setting you guys up for success? Yeah, absolutely. Some of you, if you are currently dating I almost said an air sign, so I'm going to stick with that, but also earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, air being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your person may actually feel slightly neglected because you're spending too much time on your work or doing something very important in your house. Restructuring, reordering something. I don't know if maybe you're doing construction on your home or painting, or I don't know. Something about refinancing. I'm hearing something about possessions too. So I don't know. Maybe you're gutting out your closet and getting rid of all the stuff you don't need or giving it to charity. I don't know. But there might be something that you're participating in that you're enjoying. It's quite laborious and time consuming, and therefore you feel like you maybe had to put your person on the back burner, or they're just interpreting it that way. That could also be how you're thinking about your person too. So let's hop over into your person. This person feels magical, is what I'm sort of hearing. There's a very lightheartedness, a lighthearted energy about them when they're around you. They think in a more spiritual way, Cancer. There's something about this where they feel like you guys meeting was very, not so much coincidental, but more or less like written in the stars. Like it feels like fate or destiny. So again, let's just like bring this down a notch and like, yeah, that's awesome. It doesn't have to mean it's your forever person, but what I am, and I don't mean to always swing negative or pessimistic. I like to read it very realistically. I don't like to promise you $1 million and not deliver on that. So the energy coming through here, it's someone. They might be younger than you, or it's just their perspective on life is very just go with the flow. And that can be beautiful. And I guess the only reason I'm cautioning you not to let your heart get too carried away versus, including your head and your logic in the matter, is that I'm not sure this person is necessarily looking for long-term yet. It doesn't mean they won't change their mind. If anything, though, there's a message here of like they just really enjoy hanging out with you or enjoy you. And it's something about they're taking it at face value. So if you meet and you're saying, oh yeah, like I'm just, casually looking, they will believe you. So I guess to save yourself a lot of heartbreak and hassle, A, if you are looking for long-term, you maybe want to mention that. But B, I would also, it's sort of a complex message in that there's a duality, like yes, state what you want, but also don't state what you want and immediately trample any opportunity for this to take off. It's almost like take it a day at a time. Like we know that you want the long term. And so by all means, be very, stick to your guns about the way you want to be treated and what you will accept in a relationship. But also don't come in going like, so I want to be married by the time I'm 40. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a need to just like, okay, well, maybe let go of expectations of timeline. That's what it is. So in terms of major arcana coming up over here, you have the Fool. So it is, in fact, you have two very strong cards of Aquarius. So the Fool by default is a planet card. We can definitely attribute the Fool to like an Aries card because it is the first in the major arcana, Aries being the first house and the first zodiac sign. It is ultimately representing planet Uranus, though, which is directly tied to Aquarius. That is their ruling planet. If it doesn't have to do with an Aquarius or an Aries or a Sagittarius, possibly maybe a Virgo, I'm kind of getting a few different signs here, that just might be a timestamp. So if you're watching this going, I don't know who you're talking about, you either have, and there's options here, right? So you either have an Earth King, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a Scorpio that is very likely from your past, or somebody who kind of is in your network and they are sort of hesitant to reach out to you. I'm sort of getting that. Or very likely someone new, very strong Aquarian vibes, again, is sort of what I'm getting at. So anyway, what I was trying to say is this could be a timestamp of Aquarius season. Seven of Wands. I say this to you all the time, especially in this card. You have your back to this person. And I don't necessarily think that's on purpose. I just think of this, especially if it's new, it's like this person feels, there's something about every time this person goes to approach you, they talk themselves out of it, or they feel like you're giving cold vibes, like you don't want to I don't know, there's something about this energy, Cancer, where they feel like it wouldn't be well received if they made an offer. But this could be you too, right? I mean, I always put a big shout out into the fact that you don't always have to be the one being chased, right? Sometimes it's very important to learn the lesson of advocating for yourself. And, courage is what Seven of Wands says, being brave to make that step forward and ask that person out or say something. In fact, the more I look at it, I could absolutely see this because especially if you are a Cancer, no matter your gender, seeking male partnership, this person seems to be very busy with stuff, but Four of Swords says in this spread, it's like they're sleeping peacefully at night. They're not stressed. Whatever they're throwing themselves into, there's enjoyment here. But it could be that every time you go to talk to them, you feel like they have a lot going on, and so you shy away from it. I would say move towards your wishes. The Fool going into the Star. The Star is your long-term goals and dreams and things of that. And again, written in the stars, divine timing. I would push through that obstacle, that barrier that your mind is creating. Oh, maybe now's not the right time. I would do it. Yeah, okay, so then that's one message, and again, there's multiple zodiac signs there. Let's do one for this reunion with the Scorpio. Possibly someone you were committed to for a long term. And there may have been third-party involvement, especially with a fire sign, so things are moving forward. So the mask is falling off. I don't know if this is negative or positive. I think a lot of you are going to learn something about, and it could be with a Taurus too, Scorpio and Taurus, and possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. There may be a reconciliation or a reunion there. More than likely, though, I don't know if it's so much a peace offering. I think it's letting go of the past. So I know this probably isn't what most of you want to hear, but the message stands for what it is. There's something that circles back around, but for most of you, it feels like it feels like closure. It feels like you may have been holding on to some lingering baggage or some, I don't know, unanswered questions or something that was, you were keeping this person close to your heart, whether they were in your life or not energetically. Okay, I think you make peace with the fact that this person exited your life or you exited theirs, whatever. I think at one point in time there was confusion of, well, what if they come back or should I have left them, I think what this is saying for most of you, there's a new character introduced to your story that allows you to make peace with the fact that another relationship had exited your life. And again, from the past, you still think about it and hold on to it. I think something, I don't know if I'm going to say better, but very good, very solid, comes along. So don't immediately talk yourself out of the new one because you are sentimentalizing the old one or putting a past person on a pedestal. If they're not in your life, they don't really deserve to be on a pedestal. I'm just going to put that out there. And you can disagree with me. That's fine. That's totally fine. What I see in the cards, though, is that you making peace with the past. Someone you were at a great distance with. This could even be revolving something with the idea of making peace with the past regarding a family issue. Someone who maybe you have bad blood with in your family or you don't get along with. You may make peace with the fact that, okay, you know, as much as I want to have a mother who is a arms around the shoulder mother and who's always there for me, that's just not what she's capable of. So I can only control. Like, do you understand? So it doesn't have to be romantic-y. More than likely, this does have to do with a parent-child dynamic. So if you, Cancer, are the mother, it may have to do with your child. And I know that's hard. You guys are the mothers of the zodiac. And it could be, again, a peace offering. It doesn't necessarily... okay, Spirit's kind of saying, nah, it's really romantic. Message still stands. It could be family. All right, so tell me about the person of the past, then. What is the best advice or guidance I can give Cancer here? Some of you will end up having a Scorpio that decides to commit to you because they see you as the Queen of Wands. They see you as magical. They see you as their sort of divine feminine counterpart, Cancer. Although I guess it could go for my males too, but I mean, as I see gender, if it's a thing, I'll relay it. I do see Queen of Wands being more feminine in this spread here. So yeah, the person of the past has a lot of anxiety, or you have a lot of anxiety tied to them. So make sure that we kind of, interesting, 2 9s, 18, the moon, and there is uncertainty. There's confusion here. And so we can't always expect that there will be, what is a good word for it? Clarity, really. Sometimes things are left unfinished and it drives us nuts. I think a lot of you are making peace with the fact that sometimes you won't have all the answers, and others of you will be very fortunate in that something comes back around, wish fulfillment possibly, that you do get some clarity or answers. And in terms of this being romantic again, what can I say for... I see, with 7 of Cups, emotionally, someone still isn't totally sure if this could work. Someone is still in the process of making a judgment, and it almost feels like, to me, the first step. These cards keep poking out. Interesting. There is soulmate connection, twin flame type stuff. It seems like someone is still in the process of figuring out if this could work long term, and the first step towards that is breaking the ice with you, is communicating again. So just because this person messages you like, hey, do you want to hang out? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? It doesn't mean you guys are going to get married. Certainly, you know, maybe for some of you, but it's almost like you have to test the water again with this person and see how much you've changed and how they've changed. And if the romantic flame thing is still there, I think you both look back on it and regret certain things that happened or decisions that were made, whether you were the one making them or receiving the news, right? You both kind of look back on this and want to fix it. But again, fix it is going to mean different things for a lot of you. And, you know, quite frankly, I don't mean to read these with a pessimistic lens at all. For some of you, this will be, soulmate, someone you settle down with and establish like a very beautiful foundation with lots of room for growth. Others of you, it just feels like a recognition that this person was a soulmate, but they weren't necessarily the only soulmate, okay? It's actually a very positive spread, though, Cancer. I like this a lot. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. How am I doing for time? Whew, Cancer's trying to keep these under 10. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle some of these back in. Do ignore the shuffle, Cancer. Although you may want to stick around for Scorpio because they showed up so much in your spread. All right, so let's go ahead and connect with my Scorpio gang out there. Shuffle these up real good. Let's connect with Scorpio's energy. What does Scorpio need to know about their love life? All right. What's up, Scorp? How you doing? Let's talk about your love life, your romantic partner, whoever you're thinking about. Let's get 3 cards on Scorpio first, and then we'll do Scorpio's person. All right, so you are coming up with Virgo energy here. So you may have very, very strong Virgo in your chart, or you're just living your best life alone. This is a card of solitude, of independence, not necessarily feeling like you need anyone to make your life complete, to make your life whole, which is beautiful. FYI, the Hermit is essentially... discovers or stumbles upon the wheel of fortune. So if you're single and keeping your vibe high, know that something good is coming in for you. Others of you may want and desire love, but it's almost like in your quest for love, quest to love. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's like Spirit is trying to get you to see that this whole time you've been looking for something missing in yourself. That's the piece of the puzzle you need to focus on. Ooh, I'm getting lots of hits. Getting lots of hits from this. So some of you have a Virgo looking for you, or a Virgo wanting to reach out to you, or you're just thinking about a Virgo. And it doesn't have to be romantic. You could be thinking about your Virgo mother or your Virgo father, right? It's just, confirmations. Some of you are going to stumble upon another Scorpio. It could be through someone you met at work or some sort of client that reaches out to you. Yeah, there could be sparks of romance regarding your job. Some of you have love in your heart for an Aries, but, hold on. That message still stands though. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, but there's something kind of off about this Aries energy. I feel like Aries kind of get the rap, however you want to say it, of kind of that Emperor energy. The cold and stuffy is how it's always depicted as the Emperor. But Aries can be beautifully, warm fire sign people. So I didn't want to jump too soon and say something. But yeah, Three of Swords is saying if you are dealing with an Aries, there's a little bit of like, ooh, well that didn't go as I expected. There's a little bit of unwanted stuff going on. Or again, it's saying the father, because this can frequently be a father card. So something with a Virgo father, a sense of discomfort, a sense of disruption or harmony in your relationship. But I am going to read for romantic love, so just know you can translate it into other ways in your life. Some of you are quite literally just searching for jobs. The Hermit, the Emperor, and the Three of Swords. If you got laid off or money is very tight, some of you are you're devoting all your time and energy to work. And so that's great. That's fine. I mean, again, establish a solid foundation for yourself. But to me, you might be universe giving you confirmation. Like, yeah, is it the best time to be dating as well as, job hunting or whatever? And can you do both? Absolutely. But I mean, if you're content and busy doing the job thing, give yourself a break. Take a week off from dating, right? I have to be honest, you don't have the most sexy vibes going on in your spread. Doesn't mean you're not sexy, Scorp. I didn't say that. But yeah, your cards are very, they're just not. You may also have an Aquarius coming into your life. Yeah, you have a lot of stuff with mother-father type vibes. The Emperor and the Empress. So that's cool because in and of itself, that is a divine pairing. So I'll read for that. But the first message that came out here was healing something with the mother. Some of you may have a lot, and I don't predict death on my channel ever, but I do want to deliver the message if it resonates with you. Some of you may have lost a parent and feel like there was always a gap in that relationship, and now that you don't have the chance to mend it or healing, I feel like there's a lot of guilt or remorse or there's just this lingering sense of, oh, I wish I could have, or this or that. And if it's not you, Scorpio, it might be someone in your life. If your mother or your father lost someone, there's kind of like just some healing. It feels like there's a little bit of pain or negativity regarding a relationship that kind of needs to be the focus right now. All right, so going back to this divine pairing, let's see what's going on here. So here there's a masculine I'm just going to read it with gender because I said it. It feels right to say this, so it doesn't matter your gender, Scorp. There's a masculine somewhere in here that doesn't want to commit. He enjoys his freedom. He enjoys being single. Probably enjoys hanging out with you, but not looking for anything serious. And it feels like he's about to bring down the final sword on cutting something out of his life, but he's avoiding it because he doesn't want to be the bad guy. He doesn't want to hurt you. The good news is there's a water sign coming in who's very interested in you, possibly a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Taurus or a Libra, male or female, doesn't matter to me. This person has been holding back because they know that you were engaged with another person, very likely an Aries or a Virgo. It's almost like by allowing one to exit your life, it ushers in the new one, faster, more or less. I don't expect miracles overnight, right? But I see someone holding back because they don't want to be engaged in third-party activity. Again, very likely a water sign. I was just saying this person has King of Cups energy, male or female. They have a lot of love to give, but they're very mature in whom they give it to and how much love they hold for themselves. Like this is, you like the King of Cups, right? And that is by default a Scorpio card. This Virgo, interestingly enough, has a little skull in the corner. And anytime I see that, I think, oh, Scorpio, you know, transformation, the death card, that kind of thing. So there could be a double Scorpio relationship kind of headed in, or you may be exiting one, right? Some of you are going to go end up moving in with your mother, your sister, you know, your auntie. Something about living with feminine energy would actually be very restorative. I don't even know if that's a real word, but being around similar, whether you are male or female Scorpio, moving in with a feminine, it's something about it would, I think it has to do with like Venus energy, like allowing yourself to be loved by others and then kind of nurturing you back to health. Because for some of my Scorpios, you are going through a bit of a rough time. Yeah, there's a female in your life who will help you get through. And so for those certainly seeking female partnership, you may end up moving in with this person who's a friend, and I don't know, it might end up being something bigger than you're anticipating. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. All right, so you may be exiting a divorce. Again, there's like mother-father vibes here too, so particularly if you guys have children. Or it's going to say that you're going to hit the lottery on the next one. Yeah, actually, more than likely, I think that's what it is. Six of Swords is making peace with the fact that you need to leave something behind or move on from something. For some of you, again, there's a Libra either on it could be, I don't think it's bookends. It could be a cusp or two, because you have so much Scorpio in here, and Libra may be part of it. So it could be a Libra Scorp cusper. It could be something involving marriage with the Justice card, like a life contract, a love contract. You might be moving on and stumbling upon the Ten of Pentacles. And there's a lot of messages coming through. The last one here is that if you are engaged in a third-party relationship and you're not the Empress or the Emperor, right? It could be that you are interfering with this marriage contract, in which case you need to move on, because that couple is a couple. Like, you're the third party. Do you understand what I mean? And some of you are going to find that out, which hopefully doesn't come as a shocker, but I do sense that a little bit. So let's go ahead and add some stuff to this. Actually, no. Let's read for new messages for Scorp. Yeah, let's do that. Because ultimately, you know, if you're the third party, you do have Three of Cups and Three of Swords. You have a divine pairing, so, and then you have the Virgo too, which is like the single one who might be. Are you a swinger, Scorpio? Is that what's going on? I'm not gonna touch that. That's your business. That's your business, and I don't want to know about it. All right, so there might be someone mysterious coming in the form of an Earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or a Pisces who's loaded. All right, brand new message for love for Scorpio. We'll make it a quick one for Scorpio. What do they need to know? In fact, what's coming in to Scorpio? Whether it's new or adding on to their happy love life, what's coming in? A little bit of the waiting game. So you're dreaming of someone. You might be dreaming of someone who you want to ask out. Or someone you've already gone out on a date or two with them and you're like, oh, I hope they call me. That's kind of the vibe I get. You're dreaming of what could be, but I'm not sure it is yet. Or it's just saying you're dreaming of the future. You're dreaming of the next one coming in, even though you might not know who that is yet. So allow me to tell you who might be coming in. What can I tell Scorpio? Messages for their best and highest good. Patience. Patience is a virtue. You have the Hanged Man and the Three of Wands, so that does not say speed by any means. It says your ships are coming in, but they're not here yet, so this is about having faith that the universe has not forgotten about you. Yeah, the universe is setting you up with something good. King of Pentacles has shown itself again, so very likely a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. Someone who's very business savvy, someone who owns a lot of property or owns a lot of land. Could be someone who has a lot of success and achievements in their career life. So this person is at a distance from you. And so for some of you, that's why you're dreaming of them, is because you guys even might be together, but there's a wedge in the relationship because they had to move or because they're dealing with this or that. The thing is, if you already know who this is and you just have to trust your gut and your intuition, you may already be kind of connecting with an Earth King, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who they think about you too, and they're planning their next move to get to you, or if anything, they're planning the next step with you. And for some of you, it feels like the waiting is excruciating, and I don't know if the waiting is making it exclusive or making it, marriage proposals or whatever it is. They're being very strategic, but they are thinking about you, like 100%. If you don't know who this is, I almost get the message of, I don't even know how to phrase this because it's so like a concept in my mind. It's almost like the universe is trying to listen to your manifestations and pair you up with someone who, I'm sort of seeing like a chessboard, like pair you up with someone who your moves match each other, your timelines would cross, your paths would cross. So there's a lot of indecision on this King of Pentacles part, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The thing is, you have no control over this, so it's almost like let go and let God. Let this person work the kinks out in their life or their relationship or whatever. This could be the person you're waiting on who might be married. They may be deciding to break it off. It's possible. I wouldn't hold my breath on that. But if this Earth King is single, I just get the vibe that they are going to make plans with you, especially the Capricorn too. Yeah, absolutely. As a Capricorn card falls out and the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? So this could be a divine pairing, but they're not together yet. And then for others of you, it's just like you're trying to manifest, but you're not being specific enough. So the universe is confused about who to send you. That's kind of a message I'm getting. But we know you want love. You have love cards here, but it feels like there's a divine counterpart in your future. So what is the delay then? What can I, because I know this is frustrating. What can I tell Scorpio to focus on to bring love to them? I don't want to say faster because we want to indicate, love that actually works, not just, I'm bored, I'm lonely, give me someone. If Scorpio is looking for like a true relationship, what is the best advice I can give them? Clarify your belief. Yes. Clarify your manifestations. Be more specific. And again, there's a release here and a transformation, which very much has to do with like kind of, cocoon to the butterfly with hanged man energy. There might be a Pisces involved here too. What I was going to say is the idea of letting something go that is just okay to make room in your life for something greater. Don't be sending mixed signals to the universe. And I'm not a tarot reader to be like, don't, but you understand what I mean. Like it would be wise for you to sort of take stock of who or what is in your life. And are you holding on to it out of fear or out of a state of lack? Or can you release something and make room for something better to come along, Scorp? That's kind of what I get from that. And reach out. Don't be afraid to make the first move. You would be surprised, especially with your Libra. All right, let's do my Pisces. Let me shuffle these up again. Pisces. Scorpio, you came up a lot in Cancer's reading. So if you're still here, you might want to check that one out. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle these up and we will do our Pisces. Pisces friends. Let's connect with Pisces energy. What does Pisces need to know in love? Pisces, there might be an Aries who's wondering about where they stand with you. Yeah, there might be an Aries who's confused. An Aries or a Taurus. They don't know where you stand, Pisces, so you might need to clarify something for them. You might want to reach out to them. Repeated messages from Scorpio's reading, but still stands. All right, here we go. Those were just little... All right, so tell me about a Pisces person. You might have an Aquarius thinking about you. Ooh, a Capricorn Aquarius. Those are timestamps too. So if you're starting something in Capricorn season, it might continue to flow into Aquarius season. Or something about healing. You may have a relationship with a Capricorn that you are healing or building upon. Yeah, with a little determination, and this sounds like a Tony Robbins pep talk. It's like, with a little pep and determination, you can do it. Like, but that's almost what I'm getting. So I don't know if you're giving yourself like pep talks or watching motivational speeches, or it has to do with improving your confidence to go after something that you really desire and you really want. I think you see it as your wish fulfillment, but I'm almost getting this idea that you've put someone on a pedestal, and just by default in your mind, it's like they're so beautiful or they're so cool. You're almost like, oh my gosh, but how do I compare? And I'm not saying that has to be what you're thinking. It might be how someone feels about you, but it feels like a lot of my Pisces are looking at a Capricorn or an Aquarius or an Aries and just like swooning. Like you're swooning, but you're too afraid to talk to them. But I think a lot of you, you will find the strength because it's almost like you are very determined and hell-bent. Yeah, again, it's just working on your confidence. But okay, so for those who relate just to that specific message, how will this be received? Let's go ahead and read for the person that Pisces is putting on a pedestal. Very, very likely Aquarius, Capricorn, or Aries. Someone you work with as well. Or a teacher, someone who's a professor or a teacher or who works with children, even like a school nurse. Something about that is coming through. Let's see. You have to do it in a creative way. And it's not that you have to. It would be beneficial to my Pisces to use your creative skills or your artistic abilities to catch their attention. Maybe you're writing a cute little card for them and you illustrate the cover, or maybe you're writing them poetry, and I mean, it doesn't have to be that extreme, like professing your love in romantic poetry, but it could be. It's almost like before you approach them, you may want to consider a way to approach them that's more creative, or that's more... A lot of you are going to do it in writing, so I don't know if you're going to email them or text them before you actually speak to them. Yeah, because there's something here, you feel like you express yourself better when you can actually think it through, and there's something about approaching this person directly, you're worried you won't be able to think on your feet. Yeah, there's something about gaining more clarity on how you want to do it or how you're going to approach it. I don't know why this is you. I don't know if it's you who's making it out to be such a big deal, or if that actually is the situation. Like, I don't know if this person is significantly more blank than you are. Like, I don't know why there's this perceived indifference, or this almost like a power dynamic. I don't know what that's about. And I'm not necessarily saying that's true, but the cards are indicating that. So maybe that makes sense for some of you. This person might be an artist, although you very likely are too. Yeah, it's like the communication is done in a more spiritual way, or a more artistic way, a more creative way. This person might be a writer by profession. You're going to crush it with your words. Yeah, so this is a very unusual message, but it's interesting. It's something about doing it in written word. It's really going to pack a lot of punch. It's going to pack a lot of gusto. And it's the way you do it, because it is different or unique, makes it more special, and it's very well thought out. Like, it will be very apparent to this person that you put a lot of time and effort into this. So maybe this is a proposal, right? It could be proposing marriage or something very big and important that requires a lot of time. The thing is, though, Pisces, it feels like you're the one doing it. So I hope that makes sense, but... Anyway, give me more on this. Let's give me something more specific, or help me out, because I feel like I'm not getting too much on this. So tell me about Pisces person. What is the best thing I can tell Pisces about their person, or whatever this story requires? Your King of Cups. This person has a lot of love in their heart for you. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. What a couple. So very likely water and earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You do have a lot of Capricorn showing up. Nod or shout out, however we want to say it, especially to my male Pisces. And it doesn't matter what gender you're looking for. You could easily be interested in males or whatever. This feels like a lot of masculine Pisces energy approaching their person. Because this person's very beautiful. They have a very big heart, and you know that they would take good care of you, and vice versa. Pisces, this is actually a really good reading. Good for you. You deserve it. You've had some rough ones from me this year. Yeah, but there's a lot of clarity after a period of contemplation. This feels like I'm actually seeing a baseball player who has like sweaty hands, and he's doing like practice swings. There's something about hitting a home run this time, so it almost feels like someone may be drafting a letter or writing a text to someone, and it's very nerve-wracking. Maybe it's the first time you've ever texted this person or messaged them, right? There's something about, and maybe it's a baseball player, maybe that means something to you guys, or maybe you're going to take them to a baseball game, or you met on a sports league. I don't know. But there's something about this person has tried to do it several times, and they've backed out of it because they lack confidence. Because there's something about, oh, no, like I could do it better. It's almost like that's not my best work. The way it's being relayed to me is like, I don't know if this is literal or a metaphor, but it's almost like someone is proposing their love to you, or vice versa, through art. It's like they're doing it with a poem or a painting or a beautiful letter. And so again, I don't know if it's completely literal, but it's someone putting their heart and soul and their everything into something. But it's almost like they're putting they're putting too much emphasis on the wrong thing, and I'm by no means detracting of what they're doing. What they're doing seems very beautiful, but they're holding themselves to unrealistic standards, is what I would say. And the thing is, their biggest critic is themselves. So I almost think they're going to be disappointed when their person reads the note and they're like, "Oh, I love you too, thanks, babe." And they're like, "Wait, but did you read the part about?" "Oh yeah, no, I liked it, I read it." And they're like, but the thing where I wrote it, like, do you understand what I mean? Like, they're putting so much effort into this. It's beautiful and it's awesome, but it's like, I think you need to reevaluate or reassess what is the actual point of this to get a yes or no answer. Like, there's just a need to be practical about it, and I guess to use words wisely. Rather than writing this person a 10-page note that you've never met, maybe just start off with like a smaller text of like, "Hey, I'm interested. Would you like to grab coffee?" Then, if the date goes well, by all means, write them the 10-page letter. I'm not here to tell you don't. But there's something about like holding themselves or yourself to a very high standards that I don't think your person is doing. Okay, a lot of you are doing that because you have issues with either an ex or even a father figure who was very demanding of you. They held you to very high standards, and so you may subconsciously go into relationships feeling like, "Oh, I'm not good enough," or lacking confidence. That's what I'm getting here. There's definitely sparks flying between water and earth signs, and there's wish fulfillment here, 9 of Cups. So if this has been making sense to you, there's really good vibes here. There's definitely like kind of mommy daddy vibes, but I'm even going to say, especially for same-sex couples, especially my male seeking male partnership, there's huge wish fulfillment there. I'm hearing the word cushy. It feels cozy and cushy, and you guys just kind of like melt into each other on the couch or something like that. The Magician, yeah, there's something magic about this. You guys have manifested each other. I feel like you guys crossing paths is no accident. And so rightfully so that this person is taking their words very seriously. They're taking their steps forward to, make their intentions known. They're taking it very seriously, but I would argue they may actually be taking it too seriously. And again, it may even stem from confidence and a lack of relationships where they felt like they've gotten burned a lot, or this person may start to express themselves and then they withdraw because they feel like they always say too much, or they get too deep, or they don't want to come off as too clingy. Honor your truth by all means, but I always say don't operate from this mentality of, "Oh, I'm going to scare them away." You will not scare away the right person, but all the more reason to be self-aware. That's sort of what I would say. But yeah, this is the start of a beautiful friendship. This is the start of, and I don't mean that to as opposed to relationship that is romantic, but it feels like not only are you guys lovers or husband, wife, whatever, you guys are like best friends. That's what I mean. This is the start of a beautiful relationship. Or again, if this is someone who is proposing marriage or something long term, it's the start of the next chapter, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to take off. There's like I'm hearing Mary Poppins. There's such a light-hearted, beautiful quality to this. So that's why I'm so stuck on this person who it's painful and it's such a process to like deliver the message or whatever it is. It's like, why are you putting yourself through this torture? Like, there's so clearly love here. I don't know what else to tell you. What's Mary Poppins about? What is that someone's name? Mary, or I don't know, Bert? Child of divorce. Okay, so some of you may have grown up in a family who it was a little bit mishmashed, or you felt like you were maybe neglected as a child, or something about coming from a family of divorce. It's almost like you have made your task, or you are very determined to not end up the way so-and-so did, or, it could be a sibling, someone in your family. You're trying not to mirror what you view as a disassembled toxic relationship. Nothing about this here says that to me. So again, it's like you give power to what you set your mind to. So don't think in a state of lack. I'm not good enough. I'm not confident enough. I don't measure up. Like, get rid of all that bullshit. That's fear. That's your shadow side, right? Yeah, this is a relationship that offers a lot of healing to one another with the Star. The Magician, it just feels like, it's almost like you guys are combining, that's so funny. You guys are combining the tools in your tool belt, or, the aces on your table. It's like, you guys are a good fit. You guys are a good match. So in terms of major arcana, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces is here as well. This could be a double Pisces relationship. That's cute. And then again, I have King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, more masculine type energy, but it could be a female. or Queen of Pentacles. So same thing, more feminine energy, but it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn female. And there's wish fulfillment tied to that. So especially for my Pisces looking at an earth sign, this looks good. That looks cozy. I like that a lot, Pisces. Ooh, I think you win, Pisces. That was a good one. If this person can just get over their insecurities or their desire to be perfect. No one's perfect. If anything, because especially with your Aquarius, what's going to make you more attractive or sexually attractive, whatever, is your weird card. Like, Aquarians live for that shit. As do Pisces, and I mean that in a beautiful way. You guys are just more open to people being unique and different because a lot of times you guys have felt that way, right? So it's like, don't try and mask yourself to be very like putting yourself in a box. You're not. You're Pisces. You're ruled by Neptune. You can't be contained. You're just this. You understand what I mean? I don't mean to offend. It comes from a very beautiful place, but yeah, anyway. All right, Pisces, I don't know why I'm still shuffling. 3 of Cups, reasons to celebrate. Oh, yeah. You may have also met this person through a best friend. This could be like a friend of a friend that you've met. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. If you've made it this far, please like, share, subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it. And I will see you next Monday for more Love Tarots. Bye, guys.